Hello everybody, hello, and happy Monday. And if you're in the States like me, happy 4th of July, which is happening tomorrow. I'm glad you joined me. So, when you can't get out to a yoga class, the next best thing, and sometimes it might even be better on some days when you just don't want to get out of your jammies. Hi there, Ruth Ann. So fantastic to have you, and so wonderful to see. I used your little picture of Willie in the computer playing yoga with me this morning. He's so cute. I love it. So even your dogs can play yoga with you at home. But without further ado, we're going to just jump into the practice. Feel free to join me. You can watch the first time and play again later. This will be up on the page. Or just play along, listen to my voice. If you have questions, put them in the comments and we'll address them too. But otherwise, we're going to jump into this flow. So join me on your mat or floor, any space where you can stretch out. And we're going to just take a comfortable stance. We're going to start standing today. And I want you to stand so that the feet are beneath the hips, the toes are facing forward, and you feel as if the four corners of the feet can really make strong contact, rooting those feet into the earth as if roots themselves were growing from your feet down through the earth's crust to the earth's center. Now closing your eyes for a moment, take in 3 deep breaths. Allow yourself this moment to transition from whatever you were doing before to this practice of yoga. And last breath. Good. Bring the hands together in front of the heart to Anjali Mudra and gently open the eyes. Now on the next breath, we'll move with it. So on the exhale, release the hands. And on the inhalation, sweep the arms alongside the ears. And on the exhale, release. Wonderful. Inhaling through the nose. This time, exhale through the mouth. That's it. Like you're just releasing the stress, like you release the air from the balloon. We breathe in. And out through the mouth. This time, inhale the arms up to 4. So we inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Final time, inhale. Final time, exhale. Good. Now from here, inhale both arms up alongside the ears. Hold on to your right wrist. So right wrist, you lengthen up and to the left. I'm going to just say the arm that I'm doing because my camera tends to flip everything around on Facebook Live, my phone. And I don't know what side it looks like I'm doing to you. But you can hold that right wrist. Keep your right shoulder blade drawing down the back. And even as the arm's in socket, lengthen. Use that left arm to lengthen the right. You got it. Big side body opening. Inhale, you're going to come all the way up. Hold on to the left wrist and lengthen up and to the right. So what we're doing today is we're opening up our side bodies, getting our wings, like our eagle wings, ready to fly. Because when I think of freedom, when I think of wide open spaces, I really get that sensation of being able to fly. You know, have you ever had that experience where you're on a roller coaster, it feels like the ground's falling away. Inhale, come up. We'll release. Wonderful. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. The elbows slightly bent. You're going to lengthen from the hips to the underarms, draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and then stretch the arms straight. Now as you're stretching your arms straight, keep going. I see a notification that popped up, so I want to make sure I'm not missing something. Oh, hi Helena. Hey Helly, it's so good to see you. Now as you're here, you've got those fingers interlaced, and if you can't find your fingers, remember you can hold on to a belt or a strap, or even just have your hands on your hips. But as your shoulder blades draw towards each other and down the back, Encourage that rib cage to move back as well. And hopefully you're feeling your chest open up because we're going to get your eagle wings ready to fly. Wonderful. And then exhale, release. On the next inhalation, sweep the arms up alongside your ears. This time, you're going to bring the inner edges of your feet together to touch. And as you squeeze your inner knees and inner ankles, hold onto that right wrist and lengthen up and to the left. I feel a little bit like I'm on the old Batman TV series. I feel like my phone might be at an angle, making it look like the bad guy's lair. Inhale, sweep up. Hold on to the left wrist and lengthen up and to the right. You're squeezing your legs, you're moving that rib cage back. One more breath like this. And then inhale, come up. Now, next thing you do, slide your hands into your imaginary jeans pockets. And from here, you lengthen from hips to underarms. Draw those shoulder blades towards each other. Hands lengthen bottom to the floor. And as you lengthen your bottom to the floor, curl the chest to the sky. And as you curl your chest to the sky, the thighs press back, but the hips come forward. Keep curling, curling only as much as lower back and neck allow. If you feel any pain, come upright. Inhale, come all the way up. Fabulous. Now from here, extend your arms out like wings. Rotate your arms so your palms face the sky. Now on the next breath, you're going to cross your right elbow over your left. So you've got this little stacking of elbows. And then you bring your palms towards one another. And I'm going to come close so you can really see this. So now, not everybody's palms want to meet. This is a big stretch for the upper back. So if that's the case, simply slide that right elbow down a little bit and bring the back of the hand to the outer elbow. If that still just doesn't feel good, stretch your arm a little more straight and do this one where you press left arm and right arm into one another to get that shoulder stretch. So lots of different options, always, always. These are eagle arms. And then on the exhale, slowly release. Arms extend out, palms face the sky, and then left elbow over right. And you bring the palms to meet eventually. Again, if they don't meet, you just take that left arm, slide it down, back of the hand to outer elbow. And you always want positive resistance. So you're pressing your right arm and your left hand into one another. You're drawing the elbows back towards the chest. Good. One more breath like this. Whatever variation of eagle arms works for you. I'm peeking out, but keep looking at your forearms, head in the center. And then exhale, release. Good. Interlace the fingers behind the back one last time. Either fingers or a belt. You lengthen from hips to underarms, draw the shoulder blades towards each other and down the back, and then lengthen the arms, strong and steady from shoulders to knuckles. Now watch out that you don't stick your tushy out, but you keep your rib cage moving back, the sides of the neck moving back as well. Ah, you'll feel great through those shoulders today. Ready to lean back and watch fireworks tonight, or just go out and have a nice day by the pool. Exhale, release. Wonderful. We're going to make our way to the sticky mat once again. I'm going to have you inhale, reach your arms alongside your ears, and then skier pose. You move your inner thighs back, your hands come to the thighs, and you just pause for a moment. In this position, your toes are spreading. The inner thighs are moving back so that you have a nice arch in the lower back. Now on the next breath, draw that lower belly in slightly to get the tummy working for you. And you have a couple options. Option number one is you can bring your fingers to the floor, legs still bent. You can bring blocks into play if you have them nearby, but they're not necessary. So step your left leg back, high lunge, and slide your hands to be in line with that right ankle. You're squaring your hips to the top of the sticky mat. And you take a breath. It's amazing how tight our thighs can get in the beginning of the morning. So give yourself a chance to acclimate. One more breath here. You're doing fabulous. Any kind of movement at all, even if you're just watching, that's beneficial, right? We can benefit a little from watching through osmosis, so to speak, our yoga practice. Now on the next inhalation, step forward and step right leg back. High lunge. Good work. You square those hips to the tippity top of your sticky mat. Back toes spreading. Good. And you breathe. 2 more breaths. Now in this position, you don't have to have your hands flat. You can come up onto your fingertips. And your back leg is working for you here. That means the right inner thigh is lifting, your belly's drawing in. So if you wanted to lift those fingertips up, they could fly. They're not getting squished. On the inhale, step forward. Knees are bent, hands to hips. Draw those shoulder blades onto the back and come all the way up. Awesome. We add on. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, skier pose. Hands to thighs. Bottom goes back. Hands to floor, step left leg back. Now from here, take that left hand, widen it a foot to the left, right hand to hip. Again, if you're feeling stuck, you can always add a block or a water bottle or a full tissue box underneath that left hand. Spine is long, and on the exhale, you twist towards that right leg. The outer right hip anchoring back. Right arm extends to the sky. 1 deep breath. And on the inhale, you slowly unwind, step forward, and we switch. Step right leg back. The back toes spread, the thighs squeeze in towards each other. Those thighs might be talking to you. We're getting big openings there. Right hand widen in the foot, left hand to hip. Lengthen from the tailbone to the crown, and then on the exhale, twist. Now what makes this twist really steady is you're hugging your outer right shin in towards the midline of the mat. As you draw the head of the left shoulder back, left arm extends up, and it becomes a little like a back bend. Get the opening for the chest, the thighs, the upper back. Inhale, unwind. Good, step forward, knees bent, hands to hips, shoulder blades on back, come all the way up. Final time, final variation. Inhale, arms up. Skier, you move the inner thighs back. It's a variation of chair. Hands to thighs. Hands to floor, step left leg back. This time lower the knee to the floor. Now as the knee comes down, you're going to bring your hands up onto that right thigh. Press the right hand into the right thigh and sweep that left arm up. When you do that, you see you get a little bit more lift through the torso, a little more space. On the exhale, twist. Left elbow across thigh. You're gently pressing thigh and arm against each other. Hands, they stack. Oh, and I'm really feeling this morning. I slept in, didn't wake up early to do my early morning practice. So if your legs are tired from a long day of weekend playing or gardening or running around, you can feel this in the outer thigh, the outer hip. Just breathe. Gets the tension and tightness, the stress will pass. Good. Inhale, look at the floor, unwind the torso, the hands. Change legs. We step forward, we step right leg back. Knee to the floor, hands to the thigh. Left hand presses down on that left thigh, the right arm extends up. And on the exhalation, you twist. Elbow across thigh, and the hands, they stack. And again, for balance purposes here, right toes are spreading, outer right shin hugs in. You hug those thighs towards one another. And you take a breath. Lots of different variations on this pose. This is just one. Then on the inhale, look to the floor, unwind head, chest, arms, step forward. Knees are bent, hands to hips, shoulder blades on back. Come all the way up. Wonderful. Okay, back to the center of our mat. You're going to take your weight onto your left leg. You bend your left knee a little bit. Cross your right foot over and just bring the ball of the foot to the floor. Now in this position, kind of like that skier pose, I want you to bend your knees and stick your bottom out a little bit. You're squeezing your thighs. This is a great one to know if you're in a long line for the restroom. That's always practical yoga with me. But you're squeezing your thighs, your bottom's going back a little, and this right foot is just like a little kickstand holding you up. Just getting used to this stretch for outer thigh, outer hip. and then unwind. We switch. Right foot supports, you bend your knee, you stick your bottom out behind you a little bit. It makes it easier to go for the cross. Okay, we won't be like this forever. This is just getting used to the foundation of the pose itself. Thighs squeezing, good. Now on this side, see if you can keep your legs as they are and scoop your tailbone, draw your belly in and come a little more upright. And then slowly unwind. Wonderful. One more variation of that. You're going to bend your left leg. Bottom goes back a little bit. And I'll turn so you can see. Now as the bottom goes back, see, as you bring your right leg over, if you can bring the outer edge of the foot to the outer edge of the shin. So rather than foot on the floor, you keep the foot up. And you press foot and shin against each other. And you just gently squeeze. Belly draws in and up. You try to come a little more upright. You can bring your eagle arms out to help you balance. You're doing fabulous. And then exhale, unwind. And if you're wiggling and wobbling, don't worry about it. It's natural with this one. Left knee bends, bottom moves back. Right leg crosses over, and see if you can bring the outer edge of the foot against the shin. And initially, as you squeeze your thighs, you move the inner thighs back just to open the hips. Then from here, draw that lower belly in and up. The arms can come out like wings. And if you're wiggling, just imagine you caught a great air current and you're just riding it, even if it brings you down to earth. Inhale, unwind to come up. Wonderful. One more standing pose. Come to the front of the sticky mat. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Come into skier. You move your inner thighs back, hands to thighs, and then hands to floor. Step left leg back, high lunge. Now this time, widen your right foot 3 inches to the right. Swivel the left foot flat. So your feet are about hip distance wide, right toes pointing forward, left foot turned in about 45 degrees. It's a big hip opener. You square your hips to the front, and on the inhale, hands come up to the hips. Good. From this position, you're going to slowly push down through the ball of the right foot, stretch that right leg straight, and then on the exhale, bend. This is a tough one. This is one of the hardest standing poses for me. It's a big, I said hip opener already, but it really is. Push through the ball of the foot, extend. One more time, bend that front knee over the ankle. Bring your chest forward about 45 degrees and your arms out into cactus. You're going to wrap your left hip forward as you tack that right hip back. Draw the belly in and up. And now from here, as you scoop your tailbone, lift the torso. Good. I hope your legs are talking to you. They're talking to me. Exhale, hands to floor, and step forward. Good. You know you're doing something fabulous for yourself. Widen left foot 3 inches. Swivel right foot flat. Good. Feet are hip distance. Hips square. And you bring your hands to your hips. Now from here, push down through the ball of the left foot. Stretch the left leg straight. And then bend on the exhale. Little functional movement, just getting our legs, our joints, our muscles ready. Good. One more time. Inhaling, straight leg. Exhale to bend. Now from here, bring the chest forward 45 degrees. We do this because we have more mobility through the hips down here rather than upright. So as the chest is at 45 degrees, wrap right hip forward, tack left hip back. Then, as you're here, press down through the left heel, scoop the tailbone, draw the belly in. We'll bring the arms to cactus. One deep breath. Are you still breathing? And then exhale. Hands to floor and step forward. Bent knees, hands to hips, shoulder blades on back. Come all the way up. Okay, we've been working up to the big pose, eagle. So here go the legs. Remember, you bend your left leg. You move your bottom back a little bit. Right leg crosses over. You have the option. Ball of the foot can be on floor, outer shin, or as you bend your legs and you move the inner thighs back, you wrap the right foot around the left calf. Okay? Now from here, just stay here for a moment. Arms like little eagles. Draw that belly in, and then exhale, release. Okay, right leg, bend it, inner thighs back, left leg crosses, floor, shin, or behind the calf. With this big hip opener as well, we get into the IT band a little bit. Lower belly draws in as you scoop your tailbone. One more breath, getting used to this awkward pose. And you can fly, you can move your arms. Don't watch me because I'm wiggling. I might make you wiggle. And then exhale, release. Okay, we add arms in this time. Left leg bends, right leg crosses over. Floor, outer shin, calf. Now, with the right leg on top, that means left arm on top. Right arm under. And we cross left elbow on top of right. You're drawing the elbows towards the chest. Tailbone scooping. Remember, you can always just bring your hand to the outer left elbow. You got it. Exhale, unwind. Oh, make sure you're breathing. Right leg bends. I gotta remind myself. Left leg crosses, floor, outer shin or calf. Imagine you've got that eagle-eye vision. You're soaring high above. You see everything out beneath you. And you're going to cross right elbow on top, left elbow underneath. Draw the elbows towards the chest. Just one more breath. And then exhale, unwind. Wonderful. I'm going to have you just come down to the floor. We won't even dance, but don't plop. Find your way to the floor. Do an all-over body stretch. And lengthen from belly to fingers, belly through the ball of the foot. On the exhale, hug the knees into the chest. And just rock side to side. And then if you can, try playing, bringing right ankle over left ankle. Either hold onto the shins, pressing shins and hands into each other as you hug the legs to the chest, or hold onto the tops of the feet. Feet and hands press into each other and you draw the legs to the chest. Now as a side note, if to reach your feet, you have to really lift the head and the shoulders. Don't push it. Keep head and shoulders down and instead hold the shins. So much more relaxing. And then exhale, we switch. Left ankle on top of right. Either holding shins, tops of feet, but positive engagement here. Feet press into hands, hands draw feet, and legs to chest. One more breath. And Shavasana, you made it. So just a brief little Shavasana, legs stretched straight, arms alongside the body. And welcome in those deep breaths. Encourage the whole body to be heavy on the floor. Hopefully you feel a wonderful, nice warmth moving through the hips. That wonderful blood flow from engaging and opening them. As the hips and the thighs settle, feel the belly relax. And just 5 more breaths. Every exhalation an opportunity to let go any of the doubts, any of the concerns that are blocking you from seeing the gifts all around. The opportunities for adventure, the opportunities for friendship. And imagine a beautiful golden light wash over the whole body. Just filling spaces you've emptied or spaces you've created. Wiggle fingers and toes a little bit. And then bending the legs. If you have more time, feel free to stay. Otherwise, you roll to the right. Using the hands gently press up to seated. And that's our practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Such great joy to have you. Hello, Erin. How awesome to have you here. And Andrea, oh my goodness. It's been wonderful to see all of you guys this morning. I'm so glad. Hey ya. Thanks for the love. Thanks for playing. So 20-minute practice, it doesn't have to be much in order to feel, oh my goodness, so much better. And I love to tell people, look at your eyes in the mirror after you practice yoga. You should notice they're a little bit more sparkly, maybe a mischievous sparkle, or just like the light has come on. And again, you could do this like a sun salute in 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be a ton of time to make a positive difference in your life. I'm so glad you joined me here for this live practice. I'm looking forward to sharing a lot more live classes with you. So if there are things that you want to see, if there are poses that you have questions on or body parts that are aching, let me know. You can always leave a message on the page, in the comments here, message me. Let me know, because my whole thing is I want to tailor the classes to fit you. I want you to experience the freedom in your own body so that you can live spontaneously and joyfully. You don't always have to think twice before doing something because you think, ooh, my back or my shoulders, or ooh, the stress of that. You think, no, I got a yoga move to help me with that. So let me help you with those questions you might have. Such joy to see you. Happy 4th of July for those of you guys celebrating here in the States. And have a wonderful week. Happy Monday. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Lots of love. Bye-bye.